Hello everyone, this is Business Plus on your way today again. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I bring a wonderful strategy onto you again. 98% winning strategy. 98% winning strategy of trading boom and crash. Now, I would just want you to please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that this will encourage me to do and to upload more videos. Now, I want you to note that all the strategies that I'm bringing to you is what I have tested on my real account before I am bringing it to you guys. Now, I want you to notice something on my charts. We have two identical lines. Now, they are moving averages. Now, we have the red line and also we have the blue line. Now, I want us to know that with this strategy, if you want to go for a very short-term trade, I repeat, if you want to go for a very short-term trade, you go for the lower time frame. Now, if you notice my screen, you will discover that I am on M1, which is 1 minute time frame. And with this strategy, it doesn't matter if you zoom out or zoom in, it doesn't matter. It's working for any zoom level. Working perfectly for any zoom level. Now let's get started. Now I want us to note that with this strategy, we are just looking for the point of crossover for both moving averages. Now let's take for example here. Now you will notice that at this point, the two moving averages crossed over each other. It crossed over each other also at this point. But our focus is not just on catching few pips. Our focus is on catching maximum pips for maximum profit. Now, you will notice that at this point, the moving averages cross over each other for an uptrend. Now, one of the things you have to note about this strategy is don't use this strategy when you are having consolidation on any time frame you want to trade it with. And you must be patient enough to take your profits because the strategy is working perfectly. Now, when you notice at this point where the two moving averages have crossed each other, you will see it rides up at this point. The strategy is very simple, that the only thing you'll be looking for is the point at which the moving averages have crossed each other. Now, if you know you are the scaring type, you just have to take your profits ASAP, then leave the market, look for another cross. Now, if you go for higher time frame, it means that your trade might probably go in loss, but it's definitely certain it will recover within the time frame that you give, that you have your entry. Now, if you look at my screen again, we are on M1. Don't forget, you can see that at this point, the two moving averages also cross each other. And you can see it rides also, it rides down. You can see it's working perfectly. It rides down. Now, you should not be greedy. You have to learn or inculcate the strategy of locking in your profits anytime you are trading. Though the spike do pass over the locks if the number of movement or the number of pips that has been moved is not that much. The spike will run over it, but at least it will save you from losing your money. And with any strategy, that doesn't mean that you cannot use your stop loss. But if you know you are operating on a very big account, you don't need to be worried about putting stop loss as long as you'll be checking your trade from time to time. But stop loss is very, very good for a newbie. Now look at this point again, the point of intersect. You can see the blue line cross over the red line, and you can see we have a very massive uptrend. A very massive uptrend, massive gain with this. You can see from this point, Let me remove this and add another. You can see from this point it rides up. You can see that's maximum gain, maximum profit. And you can see this too. From this point is also ride. Let me see. Nope. Excuse me. Yeah, you can see from this point to it rides down. From this point, we'll just be looking for the point of intersect. You can see it rides down from this point. Excuse me. It rides down from that point. It rides down. You can see from this point here, if your entry is at this place, you can see it rides down. That's money. That's money, depending on the lot size that you use. But don't be greedy when you are using any strategy. If you're a very good scalper, you can just have, let me say, like 2-3 entries. That should be okay. And if you are very scared, if one spike go against you, just one spike go against you, you can close it for money management system. Now let's go for another one. You can see at this point it rides up. From this point you can see it crossed, then it rides up. Now let's look for another one, and you can notice that at this point we are having consolidation. At this point we are having consolidation. At this point you can see the movement is not that going up trend or downtrend. We are having consolidation at this point, and now we have another thing to catch here. You can see at this point it rolls down big time. It rolls down. You can see it gave us huge amount of money, huge number of pips. Or at this point it gave us huge number of pip. You can close it around that point. You can see it's coming down. You just have to wait, if you are not scared, for the point at which the 2 moving average is about to cross. You can see it's about to cross here. Now you can close your trade even around this point, but you can see you can have another entry at this point. Now I'll tell you something before I leave. Most times you have to check for the movement of the trend on higher time frame. If the overall movement of the trend is going downtrend, then you have to look you have to wait for where the 2 moving averages will be crossing for a downtrend. I think that's the best way in which you can work on this strategy. That's the best way in which you can work on this strategy. And I'll keep saying it, that don't trade against the trend. You can see now we are on M5. You can see we are on M15. You can see we are on M15 crossed. Now let's go back to M1. You can see at this point here it's going down. It has crossed and it's going down. Provided you enter this signal or you get in this trade at this point, and the point will be around here, you can see you have to pick profits around this point. Then you are done with it. Then wait for another setup. So you don't chase the market, let the market come to you. So guys, let me now show you the setup for this. As you can see, we are using just 2 moving averages, Now the first one, this is the setup for the first one. The period is 100, shift 0, method exponential, apply to, close, style. You just give it 2 pixels. If you like, you can give it 3 or 4 pixels. Then you can see the level. We don't have anything on the level. That's for the 100 moving averages. And also let's go check for the second one. The other one is also a moving average of 300. The period is 300. The shift is 0. The method is exponential. Apply to is close. And you can see the style. Don't ever give the 2 moving averages the same color. Give it different colors so that you'll be able to distinguish the one that is crossing the other one. So you can give it 2 pixels to 4 pixels, but I think 4 pixels will be too thick. So for me, I prefer using 2 pixels. So that's it, guys, for the 2 moving averages. Please kindly like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. God bless you. God bless you. Bye for now.